Take the yeah. You got to take your little head stuff off. That's not working because nobody can hear you. Y'all hear me, right? Y'all hear me? I know y'all hear me. What's up? What up? Happy Sabado. Thank you, Phyllis Pryor. Thank you, Phyllis Pryor. When you get the sound together, then saline or something, I don't know, to get this effect on her face. But the people online were like, yo, you're scamming. So investigators, they saw the inconsistencies with her version of events. They went and ran the surveillance footage. They got statements from her friend. The GoFundMe narrative raised questions about whether the assault happened, and this was all reported on the Independent. They ran that news article, and then they ended up basically saying, you know, she's deceiving people. So they charged her with felony theft by deception. And then she posted bond for $10K, and her trial starts Monday. Her trial starts Monday. Like I said, I know it's kind of like, dang, y'all see this picture and y'all like, what part of the game is this? And, you know, I wasn't trying to, you know, sensationalize it or anything like that, or even clown her. But I was just, you know, it's just like, this is wow. It looks crazy. When you look at it, it's like, this looks wow. But how did we get here? And like you say, something just...
That shit look like, you know, the apps, the filters that let you stretch your face. That's exactly what that remind me of. But
it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. She got hit with a brick. It wouldn't be just, her eye would be bulged out too, right? Like it would look different.
I mean, I guess we got here just like we got here.
Uh-oh. Well, let's not jump ahead. Let me wrap this up. The still ambiguous stuff. They were basically saying she had a previous incident in Minneapolis in 2020, and investigators they cited that incident, but the public reporting doesn't confirm the outcome. And like I said, police, private investigators, they basically said, hey, you're lying. We're going to take you to trial, take you to, you know, there's a felony theft by deception.
Motherfucker, and nobody care.
But, you know, it's easy. I mean, she got bread, too. She got $40K, but I don't know, is it worth it? I don't know how many years she's facing, because if she gets convicted, she's definitely going to be looking at some time.
See, this is the thing. There are so many people that get away with doing exactly what she did online every day. Every day. Like, there's people on YouTube right now that's pulling the same kind of stunts and hustling money, just like she did every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wild part about it, because she's probably somewhere crying about how unfair it is that this is happening to her. And to a certain extent, she's actually telling the truth. She's actually being honest. It is kind of unfair. It's kind of unfair that a grift that everyone else is running, and they're monetized all the way, she's being held accountable for it. Meanwhile, nobody else is. It's just interesting.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yo, Jag ain't even, that's some real shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, everybody's running some kind of play. If you think about it, everything is a play. It's like, are you getting your piece of the pie? if everything's a player, are you getting your 15 seconds of shine type shit?
It is, and like you
They're
say,
making an
people
example out of her. That's what it sounds like to me. They're making an example out of her.
people do this all the time in this day and age. You're right, and yeah, they're gonna make an example out of her. I guarantee she'll get some time because if you got investigators and you got the
Is this
police
her first?
department.
Is this her first offense where she's been charged with this? Because the truth is, this happened in Houston. There's a lot of fraud that goes on down in Houston. I'm curious to see how this turns out. I think we should just table this for a second and see how it turns out because I'd be willing to bet that she's going to get like very little time. She's going to have to pay restitution and she's going to have to do a lot of community service and she's going to be on probation for like ever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure that might be the outcome.
Get the.
It's but they're definitely.
I feel like she.
But, there's a theme to today.
Okay, hold up. I feel like she was talking about bro that's interviewing her about running scams on YouTube because the way she was like looking at the camera talking to bro, it seemed like she was talking to him, right? I don't know, but let's keep going though, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Keep watching, man. I appreciate y'all.
Now y'all saw the thumbnail. But the underlying theme to what we're discussing today and everything that we're talking about today is
You're supposed to be we're supposed to be talking about your girl. You about to jump over and you're supposed to be talking about her. Remember?
Okay, we can talk about her. We can skip to that because the truth is that's not a lot. There's not a lot to talk about there.
Okay. Your girl Candace Owens.
Mm-hmm.
So continuing with this thing.
Hell yeah.
Candace Owens. Now, you got more information and more insight on what's been going on with her as of recent, but
I guess.
Me being on the outside looking in, I'm looking at it like, yeah, they're just, it's about her credibility right now. They're attacking her credibility.
And that's where this conversation gets really weird for me. Because I don't understand what's there to attack. I don't. I do not understand what there is to attack. When it comes to Candace Owens, I keep telling people there's something very, very, very off and dangerous about what she's doing. Not only that, it's just weird. It's
real.
weird. She's getting a pass in so many different ways that most people just don't get past. Like you're sitting here for 6 weeks. You've been taking us down the Charlie Kirk rabbit hole in honor and in the name of your friend.
Right. That's deep.
She's accused everybody.
No, that's so deep.
In one way.
Let's talk a little bit. I've been noticing that Candace Owens, every day you watch one Candace Owens video after that incident, and it's like the algorithm just feeds you her daily content, you know what I mean? And it's always about her friend, right? I mean, her friend, I'm not even gonna say the name, but like it's kind of weird. It's funny that Jag is actually pointing this shit out like that, because I've been thinking about that. Why is Candace Owens, she's on this, like, every day it's a new rabbit hole video about the incident. Like, I don't know, man. Let's keep going though. Jag's on to something.
for being responsible for Charlie Kirk. She's talked about the young man that they've arrested. First, he had an accomplice, then it wasn't him. Then it was this, then it was that, then it was Israel, then it was this, then it was that, then it was this, then it was that, then there were bad actors. He had no real friends. Then there were text messages. It's like it's like some kind of scavenger hunt.
Oh damn.
And everybody's running around looking for little eggs to see if they find something real inside. I don't get it. But to go through all of that to get to you insinuating Badge Trump and the FBI, and then talking about, well, when they give you a holiday and they name a street after you, that's the signature sign that you've been taken out by the government. How the hell is she getting away with saying this?
Man, that's my question.
If I were to say something like this, my channel would be shut down. I would be demonetized immediately. She's going back to podcasting to her little desk on Monday. There's a gag order. I think it's beyond trying to stay relevant, Melissa.
Yeah.
I think it's beyond that. I don't think relevancy is something that she's worried about. I think she's worried about being effective. Now, I have my own particular views and thoughts on what I think. And guess what? I'm not going to say them. I'm not. Because like her,
All right, let's go back.
her, I won't get a pass.
Hold up. So yeah, she's breaking it down right now as to why Candace Owens, how is she able to get bring you down this rabbit hole every day about that whole incident, you know, and nobody's questioning it.
Like her, I will not be protected. Unlike her, I won't get a pass. To hear someone ask Megyn Kelly what they think about what Candace is saying, and she gives her a glowing accolade. Oh, well, Candace is some people's cup of tea and not some people's cup of tea, just like me. I'm some people's cup of tea and not some people's cup of tea. But I believe that Tyler Robinson is the person that took out Charlie Kirk, and I've seen all of the evidence, and they've showed me this and they've showed me that, and I just think that Candace is really sad and grieving because she really loved Charlie. But I believe this. Which is kind of wild. Because Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson were backing Candace up in her Israel had something to do with it. Israel had something to do with it. Israel had something to do with it.
They were backing her?
Yeah, they were agreeing.
Wow.
To a certain extent. They were kind of going along with it, saying that they were validating her, that the Jewish donors were coming down on Charlie, that the Jewish donors were doing this. They were backing her, that there was a lot of pressure That they were corroborating her. They were. I don't get it. And the thing I'm not understanding is when are we going to get sick and tired of the Candace Owens shuffle? Because that's what this is. In my opinion, as far as I'm concerned, back by my First Amendment right and all of that to free speech, I think it's all diversion.
I think you're right.
I think it's all diversion. My question is, there were people that were saying that her and Charlie weren't really that close to friends. That she was, I mean, nobody has jumped out there and just said it as plain as she's clout chasing off of his passing.
Damn.
Because of all of the people that's been making Charlie Kirk content since his passing, I think it would be fair to say that she's probably made the most money.
Right.
You know what? Let's count. Let's pocket watch.
Let's do it.
Right back. Let's pocket watch a little bit.
Let's do it.
Because people love pocket watching everyone, don't they, these days?
I mean, if you're not an original hater if you're not pocket watching.
My bad. I just needed to grab one of my other devices. So let's be clear here. If I go and I pull up her channel, let's look at how much money. Let's just look at the views. How about that? How about we look at the views?
I say since September 10th, Candace Owens probably got easy 100 million views off CK. We'll call the guy RIP. We'll call him CK. I bet she says a number like 100 mil views at least.
And let's go back before Charlie Kirk.
Real investigation right here. Journalism.
I mean,
Well, if we run it back, I was talking about credibility because the most recent incident that I can remember attached to Candace was the situation with Macron, and she said some outlandish things about his wife. There was supposed to be some litigation going on, and then all of a sudden, we don't hear too much about that. Supposed to have some ties to the White House.
She's not talking about Brigitte Macron at all anymore.
I know.
At all. It's so funny. When I first started questioning why she was so concerned with matters that had absolutely nothing to do with American politics or with American tragedies or any of that. I'm just trying to figure it out. It was Macron. 2.2 million views. Now, when she speaks about American issues that aren't so great, it sticks to somewhere around 1 million views. The United States of Israel, 1.1 million views. 1 million views. Okay. I just got subpoenaed. Like, she's always like really on these hot button Oh, Brigitte Macron, 3.6 million views. Brigitte Macron, 1.2 million views. And then Epstein, those Epstein numbers started really going down. And then Brigitte Macron sues me for defamation. Now let's take a look at when this video was. This was 3 months ago. That kicked up the second that she got sued. 2.4 million views, right back up.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's just be clear, 2.4 million views for one video, that's about like 25 grand.
Is
Am I
it?
wrong?
You might be right.
It's somewhere between, like, all depending on how the monetization works. We're talking about anywhere from 17.5 to 25 million bucks. Especially if you're adding in all of those super chats that she gets, and she gets tons of them. Tons of them.
Nah, she bringing in bread. And when you think about it, Candace Owens, she knows exactly what she's doing, bro. So at the end of the day, she cannot say that it's not profiting her business to speak on that dude. You know what I mean? So no matter how close of friends they were, there's still a huge profit margin when speaking on that. And so that's why you're gonna see a bunch of those videos, and that's what Jag's saying, you know.
So yeah, so then, all right, so here we go. 3 months from the time that she's getting sued, 2.4 million views. She pops back to the Epstein. That goes down a little bit. Two million views. So we're talking about damn near another 20K there. So that just in itself, 2 videos, we're talking about almost 50K.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she goes back talking about Epstein again. Oh, presents proof that that's 1.8. This is when she first starts getting into all of the proof. 1.8 million. Like, I'm just sitting here looking. And then Trump, Israel, Brigitte Macron, back to that 1.8. Insane update. 1.4 million. Macron. And then it starts to go down a little bit. Drama Club reunion. Macron, Zelensky. That's just a little under 1 million. Oh, Macron.
Yo, we about to have part 2 in a second. I gotta dip real quick. You heard the phone call. But this hip hop heist, make sure you like and subscribe. Go get that sticker, $5.55 on this channel store tab. Really helps out the channel. We'll have part 2 coming up next. Thank y'all, man. And appreciate y'all for watching, man.